In this video, we're going to be discussing how you can naturally deworm your rabbits to ensure that they get to grow out very well without any issues. We have received questions here severally on the channel where people are saying that their rabbits are not growing out very well, and they're asking what they can be able to do to ensure that they get the best quality out of their rabbits so that their rabbits can gain weight faster and they are able to sell them out. So how are you going to be able to know that your actually rabbits need deworming? So let's first look at these key indicators that you're going to be able to see from your rabbit to know that they are actually due for deworming. Now, one of them is that you're going to realize that your rabbits are growing very slowly at a very slow pace. Especially the young bunnies, because for those you are able to estimate the expected size at a certain age. So when you realize that your rabbits are really not growing that fast, that is one indicator that your rabbits need deworming. Now the other is going to be diarrhea and loose droppings. Of course, you know that rabbits give very fine round droppings, which are actually hard. You can actually touch them and nothing would stick on your hands. So if you realize that your rabbits are actually having some form of deformed droppings, and then the other thing is going to be presence of blood in the droppings. This is one of the other things that you know that your bunnies have some form of internal parasites that are actually causing this blood to be in the droppings. So that is going also to be very key. But also this can be a sign of coccidiosis in its late stages. So if you get this, the good thing is that you can deworm your rabbit and then you get also to treat coccidiosis as well. So that is one thing that you should note. The other thing is going to be weight loss. If you have your rabbit, it has been healthy and it had good weight, and you are feeding it well, but it continues to lose weight, this can be an indicator that your rabbit is having worms and you need to deworm it. So you should look out for that as well. The other thing is going to be decreased in appetite or loss of interest in the food. Remember, whenever you bring food for your rabbit, it should be excited to eat the feed. And if you find that actually your rabbit, whenever you give it food, it is not interested in eating it, this can be one sign that actually your rabbit requires some deworming. Then the other one is going to be reduced activity. If you find that your rabbit is spending most of its time lying down, even when you try to reach out to it, it is not happy and actually it doesn't come to you. That is a sign that your rabbit is not well, and the very first point for you to start would be deworming it. Of course, if this is coupled with loss of weight and then maybe loss of appetite, you should actually give it urgent attention, because that can result into problems. Then lastly, the other thing that you should look out for to indicate that your rabbits are due for deworming is going to be a poor coat condition. Now, normally the rabbits have a very smooth and nice looking fur, which is actually very clean. If your rabbit is in a very clean environment, in a cage system, your rabbit should actually have very smooth and clean fur. Now, if you realize that your rabbit is very kind of rough in terms of its fur, and maybe it is shedding some fur, and it is not in the molting season, you know that rabbits occasionally shed off their fur when preparing for a new season. Sometimes, like if it is transitioning from a very hot temperature to very cold temperature, it will shed off the fur and then grow a more dense fur to keep it warm throughout the cold season. So those are the key things that you should look out for to know that your bunnies are due for deworming. As we always say, it is always good to catch these signs early enough so that you are able to save your rabbit. If you catch them in the late stages, now like if your rabbit still starts to pass out blood in the droppings, then you're actually very late for your rabbit. Then it's kind of a complicated situation. So always catch the signs early to be able to give your rabbit the much needed attention. As a rabbit farmer, especially whose target market is meat production, it is very important that you rely less on antibiotics and use natural remedies so that your meat quality is good for human consumption. You also know that when you have organically grown meat or foods, this is going to demand a good pay in the market space. So that plays in your favor even as a rabbit farmer. So now when you spend less on antibiotics, also this means that you actually keep more money in your pocket that is coming after selling your rabbit meat or after selling your rabbits. Otherwise, if you rely heavily on antibiotics, it means that the biggest chunk of your money is going to be going back into the rabbit farm, especially on things like medication, really something that you can really avoid. It shouldn't really be digging deep into your pocket. So for this dewormer, guys, we are going to be using the purple leaf and seeds to be able to deworm the rabbits. This is one of the best dewormers that you can find naturally in nature, and this has actually been proven to work very well for those who are doing rabbit farming and even those who are doing poultry. So you're going to find a lot of testimonies that is confirming that indeed if you use the purple leaf, it is going to do wonders for your rabbit farm. So it's going to be important to also check out other testimonies from other people so that you actually have the confidence in this, that this is going to really work for you guys. Sometimes it is really the confidence that is lacking in us to try some things, and then we end up trying them very late when actually the situation is really bad, and then you end up blaming the remedy that it actually does not work. So it is better that you catch the signs very early so that you give these purple leaf and seeds to your bunnies in time. It's actually very good if you can create a routine where you actually give it to your bunnies maybe like once every after 2 months or once every month, to kind of ensure that you never get to that point when you actually need it so badly. Now the good thing is that even when you give this purple leaf and seeds to your rabbits, they are going to stay organic, so it's really not bad. You can give it today and slaughter the rabbit after 3 days for meat. It's really not going to be of any harm to anyone consuming the meat. Because you find that actually these natural remedies cut across in livestock and also in humans. So it's really not of any danger for anyone who is eating the meat a few days after you have given it to your rabbits. So how do you prepare it? Now what you do is you get the purple seeds. The purple seeds, you're going to be able to get them from a papaya after you cut it, and you should look for the ripe ones that you get these seeds which are kind of black in color. Then you dry them. If you can dry them under shade, that will be preferred. Of course, you can also use the papaya leaves. Of course, the papaya leaves will also be able to help you do the same. Also, these papaya seeds and leaves have some form of a digestive enzyme which aids the digestion system of your rabbit. So when you give it to your rabbits, you will also be getting a benefit in that regard. Then also these leaves also contain a bunch of vitamins, which means also it's going to work as a vitamin supplement. So you see that actually there's a lot of nutritional value that the papaya leaf and seeds will be adding to your rabbits. So how do you mix it? We're going to be, after you have dried these, the seeds and the leaves, you crush them into a powder, which you now add into your feed mixture. And like we have always said, we will be adding 2% of the total feed weight to the mixture. So let's say you're going to be mixing 100 kgs of rabbit feed, you will be adding 2 kgs of the papaya powder into the feed mixture, which accounts for just 2% of that feed mixture. Now this can be given to rabbits for just 3 days, and then you will be good to go. So if you're going to be mixing for just a few bunnies, you can do the math and just calculate how much feed you need based on their 100 kg feed quantity that we have discussed in this video. If guys you've watched the video this far, please consider subscribing to the channel. Turn on the notification bell so that the next time we upload a video you are notified to come and watch with us. Otherwise guys, thanks for watching.